It's the final few seconds before the lights go out, and the race to the podium begins. You know this battle will be won off the track as well as on it. You've studied your tactics, anticipated every move like a grandmaster. You've researched and analysed, modified and fine-tuned to perfection. You have honed your instincts to give you an edge over your rivals. Your drivers focused, your team ready. The championship in the balance. First past the checkered flag, the goal. Epic victory or ultimate failure. There is only a heartbeat between them. MotorSport Manager. Take control.
Right, welcome back to Snail Pace Racing. Forget which week this is, but we've got the Tadella Grand Prix next, and that's where we're off to almost straight away. See if we can do as well as we done last time when we actually managed to get some points. Right, let's have a look. You see there at Munich we got 7th. Alright, well we're still going to make a loss. No matter what happens, but we'll have a look at this, but I'm not going to change anything. Lando was angry, but he got the point, so I'm going to leave him well alone. He seems to be working well in that car. Just about everything there is up to full fitness. Not quite there yet. I've still got a few points to go. Food to go there. Yeah, I think mostly it's got to be 1 or 2 points to go. That one's there, that one's there. That's there, that's there. There. And would you believe there and there. So it's not a lot left to do. As you know, I cannot, and we must just make a way there whilst I'm just doing it. Oh, raining in practice, or some rain in practice, and clear qualifying race. I actually quite enjoy them with a little bit of rain in the race, before it comes at the right time for me. Oh, we can see now we've got 3 more after this one. So we're almost at the end of the season now. So off to Portugal. No idea which course we got, I didn't bother to check. Alright, here we are. We can see some rain about. It's going to be some... I'm going to do a bit of judicial cutting because we're just at a Windows update. And as normal with this, for some reason with the program on this game, every time you get a Windows update, it takes a hell of a time to load in the different sectors of the game. It'll be alright once it decides it's going to play ball, but at the moment it isn't going to. Let's see what we've got there. Well, I'm going to risk and go dry tyres all the way and just see what happens. Alright, this is load setup. Nara's track A. Track D, track D, track C, track B. We must be getting there now. Track B again. Track A. Well, you can have this one. That looks alright. Tyre choice. We'll put them on to what I estimate the race is going to be run on, which is the mediums in this case. But not going to be very good for them. Doing practice, we're not going to get very good times, I wouldn't have thought. Now we've got to find another one of these. Oh, there's another one down here, look at this. And we'll do the same again, put them onto those. Although, really, I probably should be out on intermediates, but it's not my life at the risk, it's the drivers. That's the way I look at it. Alright, we'll send out the first one. Stints, race trim. Go, 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 go. Same here. Oh, that's just going to have to have a little bit of time getting everything ready. I'll just try and swap this round to the right way. Once they've both gone out, we say, ah no. We shove them under ×4 and just give one lap, see what they're doing, what differences we need to make. And Norris is round for his first lap. Oh, that's not so bad. There's only one thing wrong according to this. 394, that's handling, but I don't know which way to move the handling, so as I always do, I'll put the other setup in. Try and bring those back to where they should be. Is it that way? No. About there, I would guess. We'll try them there anyway. Might be a quick one to get ready, I hope so. And Verts is not as good, so we'll put him on the other setup, see if we can get any better on that. Oh, handling don't look so good news. So we just bring in the oh wait, bring that into there. Well, he's not that far out, is he, on handling? So possibly we do that. Right, let's see what happens. Well, it's not a bad start for the setups. You see, we won the few still out on slicks. One of the few mad teams out there who don't care about the drivers. I was going to say a 10 a penny, but they're not. They cost a damn sight more than that. Right, same thing again, single lap. See what Norris can do on this one. And there he comes in, and we see, oh, look at that. I don't think I'm going to try any more than, oh yeah, 99%, we're not going to try any more than that. So we put them straight out again, and leave them alone. Just let them get on with it. And Verts is in. Well, it looks like we got handling the wrong way. Handling the right way, I mean, but downforce the wrong way. Let's get this right. Be nice if I knew what the hell I was actually talking about. I mean, no, I've gone the wrong way again. I'll go that way, don't I? I don't want all that up there. Let's try and... No, let's see what she's like now. Try it there. I need just to... Wrong way. Now it's there. We're going to try there just to see what happens. This is going to be a second here. It might take a little bit longer to get Verts ready. We're not going to get much knowledge on the tyres, that's fairly certain. Unless it soon dries off. Oh, we're at the hump of the rain anyway. It's going to get better and better now. Now we'll see what Norris can do, see if we can get set any sort of time. Well, he will set a time, of course. It's a bit stupid. It's a bit like footballers who say, we didn't get a result today. What they mean is they didn't win. A result, if you lose 1,000-0, it's still a result. May not be the result you want, but it's still a result. No, I won't get that a bit closer than that now. I think we need to bring that down for up just a smidgen more. Try it there. Now, speed balance. I'm going to try one more up there. Oh, actually, that wants to go back a bit to there. Right, another lap for him. There's Norris. No, Norris is just about to come in and set a time. He should be coming around any second now. He's got a time. Not good, but he's got a time. But first lap is very rarely his best anyway. Oh, it looks like we've got tyres to one. What I will do is I will keep on these tyres until I get up there and we've gone the wrong way on speed. Everything else is right. Speed is wrong. So I was wondering about that. I wonder if I should have went more that way. I think actually we want to take it up a bit wrong way. That's green, that's green, that's yellow, that's too far that way now. I think we have to go with that, see what it comes out like. See if we're close enough to 97 to go with it. There's only a limited amount of time you can actually play. We already used a large amount of practice to try to get him sorted out. Oh, Norris is going to set a slightly quicker one this time. Oh yeah, it's 19th, that's better. I don't know if Bert is going to get any race practice time set. Let's see what he's got. Oh, yeah, I think we're going to leave well alone there. Because thereby leads the road to madness trying to get those spot on. Let's have a look at Norris, see how he's doing. Oh, we got full race trim, right. He's coming in anyway. What are we on? It's on the last part there, so shove it onto qualifying trim, and I think qualifying tyres. Which would be softs. Could use them in the race, but you tend to find that they don't last long enough. That extra pit stop can be a killer. Now, how's Bert doing? And he should be coming around for his first flying lap. There he is. Good grief, 9th. Well, it's a drying track, of course. He's hit the best of the track. I'll give him one more, then I'll bring him in. In fact, we go over to him now and put him on to qualifying. Well, he's gone even quicker. But I think as the others go out on softs, he is starting to drop now. Yeah, I'm a sage, I'm a seer, an augur, or whatever else you wish to call these people who know what the hell they're doing. Ah, and we've even got the medium tyres up, so that's even better. We can go out qualifying on that. And you can put those on. We ain't got to worry about the cover tyres anymore. We're ready. We're following round. Norris will be coming in. I think this is his last flying lap for this stint. He's only up to 13th and he's actually behind Bert's. Bert's set his on medium tyres, I believe. Norris may overtake him this time, but he's coming. He has. I think we're going to be quick again. Well, quick in practice anyway. Well, they're always quick in practice. Just a bit too slow in qualifying in the race. And he's up to 8 verts. And he's had a bad first sector. Right. Norris is in. Stint. Keep on what we've got now. Keep the tyres the same. We're back on the vert, see how he's doing, watch him round. Oh, he's not going to improve this time by the looks of it. No, I think he's got his lock, mind you, look at that, he's overheating everything. It's going to be touch and go when we actually get the last point knowledge this time. 2 minutes to go, and we know that Verts has got to come in. He's still laying 8th, Norris 11th. If we can get those in qualifying, I'll be more than happy. Not even going. Oh no, they're now dropping down. Final minute. Not going to get very long out on this. Well, no good putting more than one lap, so we're just bung him straight out without making any alterations. Ah, we got it. We got full knowledge, that's handy. And time's up. We couldn't have got that timed up much better. 13th and 15th by the looks of it. Low. Some of them may come in and beat us who's already out on the track. No, I think 13th and 15th is going to be my position. It's not too bad. Not too good, but not too bad. Keeping the top 15, I'm fairly happy. Anything about us in there? Ah, rule for snow pace racing. You better deliver. That sounds a bit like a threat. I better start wearing my helmet all the time. Right, let's see. Qualifying. Well, I'm going to do my normal thing. I'm going to let the computer deal with it. I can't do better than computer, to be honest. Qualifying softs. And see if it. Well, it looks like it's going to be dry all the way through. Qualifying softs. I'm not going to bother with the super overtaking mode. Doesn't seem to make enough difference to warrant it. Yep, we're okay there. Soft tyres, yes. Simulate experience. And let's see what we get. Well, that looks like the anger that Norris was showing has gone, and he's not going to do it. 16th and 22nd. Could be worse. Could be a lot better. Put way behind the lead, about 2 seconds off the lead. I don't think I'm going to even think about finishing first. Let's see if I've got anything about us at all here. Oh, thank you, Edo. Well, at least they talked about me again. I seem to remember the last one. They hardly mentioned us. And race day. Well, it looks dry at the moment, like I can see of it. Everybody seems to be out on the track ready. And so look, you had no water, certainly up to about half distance. Race trim and medium, no need to nurse. Race trim. No, we go medium again. I'm not going to play with that at the moment. Now I'm going to change the tyres. So no, certainly at 17 laps here, 2, possibly 3 changes. He's going to have 2 changes anyway. So I think what we do is 2 stints on mediums, 1 on softs. Can't change the fuel. Almost. No, hold on. All of that. No, we should make it. That's 50. That's reading at 60. Should do it. So we've got to get 25 laps out of those tyres. Same thing for Charles. Now he should do it quite easily. He's a lot easier. Not a lot easier, but he is easier on his tyres. But I still couldn't get 1 stop using softs. What we could do is say we get 30 out, 40. No, we couldn't even do it. No, we can't even do a 1 stop using softs at all. So no softs to be used, I think, during the race. Not for us. Alright, let's sort the strategies out. Where's going to be our normal attack? High for a start. We don't get left too far behind. Quick look at see what tyres everybody's using. Oh, we get down to 8 before we see the first medium. And it's our first one. And some people are still on softs. I'm actually glad to see some are still on softs down here. It means that they will probably be having to take an extra stop. Get this somewhere in the right way. That looks something like it. Put up to times 4. And we're following Norris as he just overtook Vert. Oh, they're fighting it out for 20th place at the moment. Not quite good enough, but not to worry. Oh, Verts is so stormed off up to 18th. And Norris is dropping back. And I remember last time Norris really went away. He was angry. He doesn't seem to be as angry this time. This is more of a pity. Just drop the tyres down a bit. Might have to drop them down a bit more. 15th and 23rd. Vert is sort of battling out around 15th to 17th place, that sort of area. I see we've got Jarvis down with it, he's always down with it. And Heth Norris is pulling up the rear this time. Let's have a look at Vert, see how he's doing. There might be a little bit more action up where he is. Oh yeah, he's having to fight hard not to drop back. Next season that's going to be a more equal race without the extra power boost every so often. You all know my feelings on that. It'd be okay if it was, say, 2 or possibly 3 boosts during a race instead of almost continuous. Every couple of 3 laps you get a boost. Makes it almost impossible to set, for me anyway, to set a strategy up. So I let the computer deal with it for a start off, and I'll come in and... Oh, Norris is still 24. Oh dear. And dropping back. Vert is dropping back too now. Not good enough, guys. Come on, we want you a bit higher up than that. Well, 17. Perhaps I should take over and just for him. Give him a burst again. Let's see if we can just work this a bit better for them. I can't do much. I can't run both of them, I'm afraid. And manually, I've just... Oh, I could have. I went down to normal speed, but I don't think you want to be here for around an hour just for the race. Let's see. Oh, put it another way. I don't want to be sitting here for an hour just for the race. Let's have a look. See how he's doing. Well, 34 or 34 or 0.34, 0.34 for the amount of fuel wind deficit. We'll give Bert another burst in a few seconds. So just bring him up a bit closer to the 15th place until he has a burst. We'll get past him then, Norris. Norris is not going to be happy after this one. We dropped a couple of places. I know it was when I was trying to see what Norris was up to. It's just up the tyre again. 38 laps remaining. We've only got to get 25 out of these tyres. We'll see how far we can get with Verts on his tyres. I think we better give him another burst. Keep him away from 18th if we can. And within touching distance of 16th. I think we better not be full burn back now. We're now into the middle section of the race. Well, first one's a pitting already. They're not going to get through with one stop on their strategy. They do there's something dreadfully wrong. Oh, I think it might be a case of just get them ahead of them again. Well, 14th is in range. Norris has moved it to 21st. Mainly I think through pit stops. "34 laps remaining. Vert's up to 15th, but we haven't got enough power, and we soon want to just give another little burst, I think. If I can find out where me. Yeah, give him another burst here. Well, it's up to 13th, ain't gonna last. Those three around me are all quicker, and if I got power in hand, we better knock the tyres down again. They're getting a little bit on the hot side, and more pit stops. Davidson's coming in. Most of those who started on softs and now had the first stop is free to go, and some of the mediums will soon be stopping. We're away from that yet. Leaders in, and Bortello, Tolotti, or however you pronounce it. He's just come in, but we can't get past him. We're not close enough to any of those. Next year I will be concentrating on getting some smaller items done. No building I don't think to be done. I think everything's going to be put on to improving the car. And Verts has dropped back to 16th. We're getting away from 17th place where we were. Give him another burst there. I think we're going to give Norris a take over both of them now. Didn't help, he didn't overtake anyone. Norris is having a mare of a race. A real mare. And he must soon be getting close. Yeah, he is. He's 31% tyre wear. Or tyre life left. So we're soon going to have to bring him in. And there he is. There's 27 laps remaining. Well, we've got to get another couple of laps out of him yet. Keep with Verts because he's the one who's going to stands best chance of doing anything. Alright. Pump the par up again. $14 for Verts, not bad. He's now got worn tyres. Well, we better actually go over to Norris for a little while, who has been lapped. Oh dear. I think we're back to where we were prior to the Munich race. We're bringing in one more lap. I think then he's got to come in. I'll bring him in first then. Where is he now? Oh. Trying to set up the tyres. I missed his entry. Never mind. This will drop him back or to last. Where is he at the moment? I see him. Right, another set of these. There's 24 laps left. Not going to get 24 laps out of those. Everything there is fine. Battery. I think we can give it one. Yeah, one. And we're going to take a chance and go. No. Norris is that far behind does not make any difference whatsoever. We just watch his stop. Right now. But in the meantime has climbed up to 12th, but he's now going to have to come in next lap. Especially his tyres are... Oh, he's fully charged. Let's just give him a... Yeah, I see where he is. And no. No, he's got 23 laps. No, it's not going to do it. He's got to go with that. Recharge battery. Come on, recharge battery. No, I'm not going to risk that. I'm going to go fast though. I'm going to risk his pit stop. We'll watch what he has here. There he's out. Quick. Right. And he can also now use this boost. To gain him a place. It's now a case of just getting home. The 16th, and we just give him another boost there as Senna is trying to pass him. We're just trying to hold Senna off at the moment. I think we can just knock his tyres right down. Oh, and another short boost. I think Senna's quicker in a straight line than we are, but and so far no accidents, which is a bit worrying. And Wirtz is about to be lapped again. Oh no, no. Senna, I think it's got us this time. No, no, we held him. Not for long, I don't think. We've got very little charge left. Well, we've got no charge left. But we can push up a bit. Oh, Grassy's coming in for a second, but not close enough to us. Couple of, or one of those who's there. We might get to 14th with a foreign wind if it's, or even higher if there's an accident or two. But sorry, Stu, no crashes so far. Oh, that's the lead has just come past it, and the second. I look at Apt's Bryce there, done 2 pit stops and he's still leading just. I think Briscoe may have to pit. Give another burst and give Norris a long burst. Should really know where the hell they are. Oh, we're past one. We're trying to unlap ourselves from the second place, man. Can't quite manage it, but we're trying. And 38 laps complete. Oh, third is just lapped us now. How far behind? 2 seconds behind Senna. But we're too far behind 11th place to catch them, which is a great pity. Engel's got to spin in and out before we managed it. Yes, I think my strategy of just concentrate on getting the gearbox up to high as we could hasn't worked. I think we can safely say that. We keep giving Norris long bursts to let him build apart and give him a long burst. And hopefully he will gain a place, which he has. Passing Faxafura, or whatever his name is in the pit. Oh, quickest lap for so far, or his quickest lap. Let's be correct on this. It's nowhere near the quickest lap of the race. We're not into that territory at all. And Senna's dropped even further behind us at the moment. It's 5.5 seconds behind. But we're not going to catch anybody now. I think 14th, as I suspected halfway through the race, is the best we're going to do. Still, it's better than note, they say. I'll give another burst. Back down to 23rd, I noticed. Let's give Bert's another burst. Never quite finishing his off. Just leave him a little bit, just in case. It may be just enough to hold someone off. Six laps left. Push the tyres a bit more, and I think I'm going to push the fuel for a lap or two, or the power rather than the fuel, because we're electric powered. I know you can hear 4-stroke engines there, but ignore that. Oh, Norris has actually picked up a bit there. I better knock him back again. And him back. Oh, that's third, so we're not going to catch him. Still 14th. 12 seconds in front of Senna now. Senna's going to have to pit, I think, before the end. 3 laps left. And it looks like this time we are not going to have much fuel left, or much power left, which Hopefully we timed this right. Oh, 40. Where the hell did he come from? Oh, Ghastly. Oh dear. The 13th. Yeah. Give another quick burst to try and get my way. 2 laps left. Now we may run out of par before the end of this run. We're getting close to it. Trying to keep an eye on what par we've got left. Final lap. Ghastly has dropped right back. Let's just knock his fuel use down for a lap. And his. Just makes it, oh, par use down. Makes it we have got enough left. We're 34 seconds behind 12, but we're 10 seconds in front of 14. So not too bad, and we're finished. '13th and 22nd. I think if it's a score report, that'd be must do better or tries hard, which I found even worse when I was at school. Used to hate the tries hard. Meant you were absolutely useless of whatever the subject was. Which for me was most subjects. Except history, I enjoyed history. Oh, and mathematics I was good at. Not anymore, I forgot it all. Alright, just check the cars through and we'll go through and get the run up to the next race. Well, we didn't get any points this time, but no crashes. Sorry, Stu. Only one person was demoted. Didn't help us at all. Orlando's 13th and Charles is 19th. That's, well, they're both Charles, I notice. Verts is 19th, Clerk 22nd. Neither of which actually set the place on fire, but I think that Verts has got the makings, more the makings. With 7th still in the championship. I think that's where we're going to finish. 3 rounds left. Oh yeah, we can do better than that. Aaron, you're so correct. Charles Verts is also. I don't know what race Carmen was watching, but we didn't get any points. Yeah, some of these fans, you know, I think they're not actually watching the race, they're just on the smartphone sending stupid text messages. Well, it wasn't so good because we lost a lot of money on this one. Now, let's see what we've got here. Disappointing race. Marketability down 10, teammate morale up 10. Right. He's reached his maximum now, but Lando is still improving, which could get better. Now, what has Verts got? Top 15 result, marketability down 5, teammate morale up 5. And poor old Leclerc here. Well, I'm not going to bring him in again. I tried him. Oh, yes, look at expected result 9, but he came 7th. That's okay. Marketability is dropping back, which is not good. And it looks like we've got one more race before we go into the red. And we won't be getting any more sponsorship deals this season. So we have 2 races where we will be going either very deep in the red, or we will have to ask for a loan from the chairman. Neither of which actually appealed to me. Yeah, we got none there. 2, 3 in quick succession next season. Alright, let's see what the mile is. Pole position, yeah, and update, not worried about that. No, I'm not giving it. I'm not giving any of the food. Sorry, Rio. That's not too bad. No mistakes. That's a good point. Yeah, we know he won that. Alright, take the auto manager off. Confirm. Let's have a look at this. Go through and get rid of the ones we definitely don't want. That could be handy. That one doesn't look very good. That one's good except for the tyres. We don't want refill, so I'll keep him in reserve just in case we need him. Alright, we've got one burnt out. Just remove those. He may get better. How old is he anyway? 25. Well, he's not that old. So we'll keep him in for the moment. Now, tyres, we want a... See what we got is find out someone who's got some energy left. Oh, front jack. He can go in there. He can go in there for now. Front jack. Oh, just put him in there. I look, I guess right, because he can go in there. We're no best on the grid again. So we haven't got another 2020 in, have we? It's a matter of pride with me that I get first on the grid. Right, we're going to leave that alone there and auto manage. And let's tool on to the next section, which is car repairs complete. Oh. I didn't much wonder he was slow. He's got a passenger in his car this last race. Well, it just helps his morale and focus. Oh, and to all Christians and other religions there, that was just a sick joke, but, which I don't apologise for. What's the world if you can't make sick jokes? We keep electing them in all countries. Right, that'd do. Yep. We leave one alone there. Get both of those ready before next time. Performance work done. Yeah. So we need to put in more performance. No, we're just doing it just for the hell of it because it doesn't matter anymore. This is just to get these as best we can. These two. Our car is now as good as it's going to get. I'm afraid. There is nothing else left to squeeze out of the thing. Oh, it's a couple of scan reports, low quality. Let's just have a look at that. I don't think there's anybody left for me to check on, actually. I think we're just about run out. I think it's the last one we're doing now. So everybody we can is scouted. No one else there. Yeah, that's the only one. So no more until next season. And race offence, this is Formula 4. Not going to worry about that. We're 10 days away from the next race. And the last scouting report's in. Yeah, we know we're better than spec rear wings. Oh, I think I might go with that actually. I might just put a pull in for that. So no, it doesn't seem to make too much difference to us. Oh, I'm just happy with what we've got. Yeah, won the Vegas, and that's it. That's all of the drivers checked out, unless of course we go and look at things like this. I would have thought maybe a foo in there. No, there's none there. There is nobody else to check. We checked a lot. I think those can only really interesting singles. Oh, did I see that done? No, it's still going at the moment. Our car package is not good enough overall. We have to improve it for next season. But I suppose it takes a long time. That's Super Cup, which I'm not worried about. We're not taking part in it. Now we should have the reliability work done, so I'll just push them into that. What's the gossip there? Nothing about us. There's only one thing worse than being talked about, and that's not being talked about. I think that was Oscar Wilde. I could be wrong. We've only got those two parts to make reliable, and we have done all the reliability. So we've only got 2 more parts after these to do for performance, and then everything is done. Let's go back to mail. I think we're just about there. We are there. Oh, new field first. How many fields have we got? We got 4. And look at that, if we go in there, I'm going to put 2 votes in 4 and just see. We're probably the only time it wins 3-3. Well, there's a few coming in now. We're 1 ahead. No, we're 1 behind. That's rejected by 1 vote. It's a pity. Spec rear wings would help us at the moment with our cash flow position. Alright, now Guildford, our home GP, next. So with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. Any comments, just if you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. Always happy to have you aboard. Any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, shove in the comment section. I read every one and I try and reply to everyone. And with that, it's me saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.